someone who has been helped with healing and restorative impact of music in your lives. There are many great effects from music, whether you play it, listen to it, perform it, enjoy it, whether it's at home or on a concert stage or wherever, or if it's on a piano or guitar or voice, anything that's musical, and the healing powers that it has in our lives, and to others that hear it and feel it. So, even more so to people that need to learn an instrument, will that help? Especially children that maybe are less fortunate, that are abandoned or abused. Those children, having someone help them learn to play an instrument and the healing power that it can change their lives. And that's what tonight is all about. And we're just glad that you're here tonight. And as a Steinway and Sons representative, we just want to take a minute and show you something that can help with this. Back in April of last year, a product came out a few years ago, but really in the last, because of COVID, they've created a way to perform virtually live in a place now. So universities can actually take a musician, let's say from New York Steinway, and broadcast it to my store, and I'm able to see it live and play 100% of what the concert artist is simultaneously. That's called Stereocast. It's just unbelievable that it could happen, but we've been doing it for about a year, testing here, and a week ago, Monday night, we had a few folks here for a record-breaking, wonderful thing, and that was that the fellow that helped write the music for the Green Book and also Aretha Franklin's Respect, he actually played live from New York studios in my store here on this. So it was quite interesting seeing that all happen seamlessly. So tonight is going to be a little bit about that. It's more about the artists that are going to play and about the Teddy Bear Project, but because Steinway is sponsoring this, I thought it'd be appropriate to show you what's going on. So this piano is not, as they say, your grandfather's Oldsmobile. The piano is 100% accurate of concert level piano, whether it's played in person or by the stereo through Stereocast from New York or Hamburg or wherever that will be. We're hoping that in the future, near future, we hope, that this will be authorized through major venues such as Carnegie Hall. You'll be able to watch the stereo piano in your home on the screen and then play live along with it at the same time. So we're going to give you a couple examples of that tonight, just short here. But the first one is Yuja Wang. She's a Steinway artist, and she plays this version. I'm only going to play a little bit so you kind of get a taste of it, and that's it, okay? I'm not going to play it. I'm going to press a button. That's what I meant to say. But got an idea? Then there was a gentleman that wandered into New York, Manhattan, Steinway there, and started playing on the pianos, and then noticed he played very, very well, and found out later that he had millions of hits on YouTube, and that's Francisco Perino. So they asked him if he'd like to perform for the Spirio folks, and so this is part of his presentation for a more modern song, even though that's probably from the 80s, is it? So what comes up now is, what about Horowitz and Van Cliburn and Gershwin and all these folks that played, the Immortals played Steinways. well, they have proprietary videos and recordings of them, and through software and I guess computer algorithms or something like that, which I don't even understand how a needle on a diamond needle will make a record sound and you hear music. I don't get that. Or that I can actually press a button and talk to somebody on the other side of the world right now. I don't get that. But so they've actually brought some of those to life, so you can actually watch Horowitz's first concert when he went back to Moscow after traveling the United States with the Steinways. So you can do that. And also, this is now a sample of Spiriocast. And this gentleman is DeVell Crawford, and he is a gospel artist, but also will talk, and he explains what he's doing. We're going to give that like 2 minutes or so, and you'll talk about the music of Aretha Franklin, which is actually contemporary now. That's when things are going on right now.
Aretha Franklin and her music, you really can't classify, you can't put it into one particular genre, because she did everything. Whatever she did, it was filled with soul. And that's why we call her the Queen of Soul. Aretha Franklin sang everything from Bacharach stuff to Ahmet Ertegun's original to Ashford and Simpson. I love everything Aretha Franklin's ever done. She was a great piano player, great rhythm piano player. You know, this groove. Filled with so much soul and gospel. And she played like that. That's filled with everything we learned in the Black American church and the blues, and also a little bit of jazz thrown in there too, you know? So when blues, and they say when blues and rhythm and blues met, then they had a baby named Soul. You know, that's what, so that was Aretha.
So I thought you might get a kick out of that. And there's actually samples in there of master classes where this is being done in universities now with the teacher teaching technique and things like among others that actually do this in university without being there. So it's kind of a thing that COVID brought something good out of something, at least, you know, so how controversial that is. But it's good that you're here tonight. And we have 3 artists here tonight, and I know them very well, each of them. They're local here, but they've traveled all over the place playing. And first of all is Aza, and then also Joe Holt, Dr. Joe Holt, and Andrew Lapp will be playing, finishing up tonight. They'll take a little while and do that. They're going to introduce themselves again, tell us who they are, where they're from, a little bit about them. And come on, Aza. Go ahead.
My name is Aza. I live in Sarasota, originally from Russia. I perform, I'm a concert pianist, also I teach piano. I used to teach at the college, and now I teach at my home studio. I hope you enjoy my romantic program.
Hi, I'm Joseph Holt, and it's a pleasure to be playing for you this evening, particularly on these wonderful Steinways here that Clark has at Pritchards Pianos. And what a delight it is also to be performing for this particular event, which is in honor of this, or at least supporting this teddy bear. You'll have to explain to us a little bit how this works, Clark. You sort of alluded to it, but didn't give us the full details on it, so you'll have to at some point give us. I see the teddy bear here. Is the teddy bear going to talk too? Maybe the teddy bear will actually play the piano. Yeah. So the program I've chosen for you this evening, I'm going to highlight a few pieces that are from the Baroque era, the classical era, and the Romantic era, and they're all in the key of D major, just to show you, how these composers from various centuries have handled this wonderful key of D major. And the first I want to play for you is by a wonderful Spanish composer by the name of my goodness, he's so wonderful, I've totally forgotten his name. Padre Antonio Soler, sorry. Padre Antonio Soler. He's like, if you know the Scarlatti sonatas, he's similar to that. In fact, they were both composing at the same time in Madrid. And Scarlatti was working for the royal family in Madrid. And Soler was working at Escorial, which is the monastery that's outside of Madrid. So this is a lovely little sonata that he wrote in the key of D major. Now we're going to turn to the pen of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. He wrote a wonderful rondo in D major late in his life. This is in 1786, so roughly 5 years before he dies. And a rondo, is one that has the themes that keep coming back. In this case, it's a single themed rondo. So he takes this one theme, and he actually stole the theme from one of the Bach sons. And it's a lovely little piece, and it's amazing what he's able to do with this simple little theme, and he repeats it over and over and over. And yet it's very clever what he does in this key of D major.
play a piece by Rachmaninoff, the great Russian pianist composer of the basically of the 20th century. This is one of his preludes that he wrote, and this is also in the key of D major, and it's remarkably different from these first two pieces you've heard. cleanse our palate from this D major world, I'm going to do another Rachmaninoff prelude. This one is in B flat major, and you really have to like B flat because there's a lot of it in this piece. Rachmaninoff also had humongous hands. He would probably, the combination of Aza's, Andrew's, and mine all together would actually form the size of Rachmaninoff's hands and what he was able to accomplish at the piano. So those of us who are less fortunate to have smaller hands do the best we can. But this is quite a remarkable piece by Rachmaninoff. Now to in my portion of this evening. This comes from the movies in the mid-20th century. It's a movie called Dangerous Missions, and it's a piece by Richard Addinsell. Addinsell was a British composer, and this is the Warsaw Concerto, which was crafted after the the Rachmaninoff piano concertos. So you have to imagine I'm going to be playing everything, the orchestra and the piano part, so it's a little bit complicated, but you get the feel of the whole piece. And this is quite a remarkable piece from the 1950s.
Good evening. My name is Andrew Lapp. I'm a Sarasota native. Play the piano. It's a privilege to be part of this concert tonight. And the first thing that runs through my mind when I hear that I'm going to be, sharing the performance or the evening with two other performers, and then finding out at the end is, well, I hope I'm not repeating any music. And of course, when Joe announced that his pieces are all in D major, that was a sigh of relief. So, because none of my stuff's in D major. So, the first piece I'm going to share with you tonight is by Debussy. It's Suite Bergamasque. Many of you know Claire de Lune. Obviously, it's one of the most famous pieces on the piano, I'm sure. But a lot of people don't know that it's actually part of a complete suite by Debussy. So, I'd like to perform it for you this evening. Next piece is another very familiar piece. It's a Chopin Polonaise in A flat major. also enjoy arranging my own, or composing my own arrangements of sacred and gospel music. I've gone through different phases of like hymns and Southern gospel, whatever. So it's just a lot of fun. It's like country or bluegrass, kind of that type of thing. But I'm not playing any of that tonight. But what I am going to play is a piece that's very familiar to those familiar with sacred music, and also those who are who listen to singers. This is my arrangement of the Lord's Prayer.
I feel is amazing. Really great job, all of you. It was so super, really special, heartfelt, lots of hours of practice, and we appreciate it really so much from our hearts. We really do. I think it's appropriate for Dr. Markey to come up and just say a couple words about your project. Okay, because nobody can express it from the heart like she can. So give her a warm welcome. Okay?
First of all, I wanted to thank Clark for hosting this event tonight, and also to the Steinway Artists, and also to a student for playing tonight, and also to all of you who have come out to support the Teddy Bear Project. I'll try to give you the nutshell version. This started some years ago in North Carolina. I was the director of the Family Violence Program up in North Carolina. And we realized that a lot of the comfort and healing that we provided happened through the teddy bears that were in the playroom that we had for the children. So we started collecting them up in North Carolina and distributing them to the families and the children that we were serving. Well, 2019, we moved back to Florida and COVID hit. And we realized that the cases of domestic violence and child abuse were escalating. So we decided to start the Teddy Bear Project all over again down here in Port Charlotte. So we've been very busy ever since. And I think as of last week, we've donated 1,007 teddy bears to children and their families in the area that needed some comfort and healing and support. Well, as musicians, we just also realized that the power of music is transformative and restorative. So we decided that we were going to develop a music program. So it's not just about the teddy bears anymore. It's actually about music. And it's about giving the children that we serve the opportunity to learn how to play an instrument if they so choose, or to learn to sing. One of my former students, who is a voice coach, is sitting in the back row with my husband. She flew in for this event. So what we're doing in the development of a music program is providing a means by which these children can either learn to sing or learn how to play an instrument, because we've discovered that active engagement is even more beneficial than just, I don't mean just listening to music. I don't mean to downgrade that at all. So that's what we're in the process of doing. And since we have a wonderful relationship with Steinway, this is how it's helping to promote the program. Does that kind of help, Dr. Holt?
The website is?
Oh, our website is under theteddybearproject.com. So, you're welcome to go over there and take a look around, see what we've done, what we're in the process of doing. And you can always reach us. Our door is always open. And thank you again.
Good night.
Good night.
Or hang around.
Or hang.